On Saturday, February 27th, we are going to have a full moon event in Virgo taking place at 8 degrees. So this is definitely going to affect my mutable friends out there. The full moon, of course, provides us with another beautiful opportunity to release some energies, to release some blocks, to release and purge all that is no longer serving us, all that is no longer in alignment. So we have to recognize that, yes, full moons are intense emotionally. Why? Because we have to feel those intense emotions in order for us to figure out what it is we do not want to experience anymore, what it is that we have to let go of, what it is that we have to cut the cords with in order for us to start fresh and start new again. Now, the Virgo moon energy here, first of all, it's an earth energy. So we're very connected to, focused on our basics in our physical realms. We are focused on the physical experience. We are focused on connections with other people. This is a great time for romantic inspirations and aha moments to come to life. This is a great time for us to rebalance the scales because the full moon in Virgo is sitting on the Virgo and Pisces axis. The sun in Pisces means that the full moon is taking place in Virgo. They sit across from each other in the astrological wheel. The balance that the cosmos is asking us to find here is between our day-to-day life, our day-to-day function, our day-to-day routine, our day-to-day focus on health and wellness, our day-to-day focus on doing our jobs, versus that very much, Virgo energy, needing structure, needing routine, needing, order, needing focus on being of service to other people first and being of service to ourselves second, which, by the way, is the wrong order. But the Piscean energy wants us to balance all of that out with our spiritual selves, with our vision for the future, with our health, with the disorder going on in our lives. So where Virgo highlights where everything needs to be organized and have a place and very much the OCD energy, Pisces is like, screw all that. Let's go free form. Let's just surrender. Let's just go with the flow. Virgo is so over analytical, focusing in on the smaller details. Pisces energy is no details. We're just going to go with the flow. Whatever is vague, whatever is big picture works for us. That Virgo energy is very structured in its day-to-day routine. Pisces just wants to fly by the seat of your pants. So although there are pros and cons to both energies, the full moon provides us with an opportunity to find a sweet spot. Virgo, that energy wants us to kind of refine and master the tools and the skills that we need to deal with everyday life, with the mundane tasks and the mundane chores and our physical realities. That Piscean energy wants us to fine tune our tools and our skills for our spiritual journey, for our spiritual selves, for taking care of our mental and spiritual health. So the full moon provides us with attention, a crisis point, an awareness of consciousness, if you will, of where it is that we haven't been in balance, where it is that our lives, especially in those Virgo and Piscean energies, are out of balance, in order for us to find a sweet spot, a centered spot, in order for us to restore the balance in our life between working and being of service to other people, between being practical and impractical, between criticizing and accepting. So we're going to want to focus on our work habits. We're going to want to focus on our health, on our routines in our life. We want to listen to our intuition. That is that Piscean energy. Like the Virgo energy is very much in the mental plane. It's ruled over by Mercury. It's logic, it's practicality, it's data, it's statistics, it's information. But that's only one piece of the puzzle. We're missing our spiritual selves. We're missing the intuitive guidance of the divine source. So this particular energy of the full moon is going to help us bridge the gap between those two extremes of the energies taking place here, and is going to help us restore balance so that we're living happy, healthy lives in our physical lives and in our spiritual lives. This particular full moon also harmonizes with Uranus. Uranus, again, being a huge key player, not only in 2021 because, Aquarius season, because of Aquarian energies, the dawn of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, Uranus rules over Aquarius. And so it's a huge contributing factor to the great awakening that is taking place, to the great rebellion that is taking place, to the freedom, to the independence, to the liberation that is taking place as we collapse old timelines, old paradigms, old constructs, and as we birth into the new earth that we have all been creating. So it's a good thing that the full moon is harmonizing with this energy, because harmony is a good thing. That's what we need. And having this supportive Uranian element means that we're going to be much more open to accepting change, change in perspective, change in our reality, change to our day-to-day life, to our health, to our routines, to our work, to our service. All the epiphanies that are going to come to us under the full moon in Virgo, all those aha moments, all of those realizations where we are out of balance and living in extremes, we are going to have the energy, the support, the encouragement from the cosmos to go ahead, to make those changes, and to progress to the next stage of consciousness. So that is your energy forecast for February 2021. As you can see, it's not going to be a bad month. We never have bad months. We have polarity months where there is good and bad in every single aspect. It is up to us to find the sweet spot. We are given a lot of powerful energies this month to work with. But again, I just want to remind you, please stop putting pressure on yourself for making big changes and taking big actions. This is a time of mental stimulation. This is a time of logical thinking. This is a time of receiving cosmic downloads and visions from the cosmos, from your higher self, from your intuition, and working with that in a logical and practical way before taking the action and taking the steps and bringing that in to your physical reality. So I hope you have a beautiful February. I will be back with the energy forecast at the end of the month for what March is going to be. March, although a very long calendar month, is very short in astrological happenings, but they pack a very powerful punch. Again, may I remind you, we are in Pisces season, darkness, shadow self, healing. We have to break down before we can break through. And that breakthrough comes with Aries season. So if you find yourself at any point throughout this month where you're feeling dark, where you're feeling sad, where you're feeling lonely, where you're feeling isolated, just remember that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that is going to come in the form of Aries season. So reach out, follow me on social media, send me a message if you feel that isolated in the world so I can remind you that you are never, ever alone. I wish you a beautiful month, and we'll talk to you soon.